of the New Mount Zion Baptist Church in Cleveland. I bring you the word for the day from 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, there's no need for me to write to you about times and dates. For you know very well that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. There was a lot of trepidation in Thessalonica, and that Paul had to clear up some things. Paul, of course, had preached about Jesus' return. Some of them thought that he was saying that Jesus' return was going to come before anybody died, but that was not what he had said. And he wrote to them to clear that up, because some of them, their relatives had died, and they thought, well, have we missed it? And when is it actually supposed to come? Do you know, down through time, for over 2,000 years, since Jesus has left and told his disciples that he would return, and since we have been preaching the gospel, the church has been in its traditions talking about the second coming of Christ. You know how many times people have projected and stated that this is the time that Jesus is coming back. All down through time, all kind of dates and times have been put out there. All down through time, when we see things happening, oh, this is the end of time. This must be it. But it is not. And in fact, we cannot know what the date and time. So anybody that's out there telling you that they know the day and the time of God's return, run as fast as you can away from them. They are a liar, they are confused, or they are fooled. The scriptures is very clear. That day will come and catch many off guard. That's what it means to come like a thief in the night. If you'd have known when the thief was coming, you'd have been there prepared and waiting for him. But what Paul says here, there's no need for me to write to you about the date and the time of the Lord's coming. We cannot know. Here's what we can know. Here's what we do know. Be ready so you're not caught off guard, because it's coming in an unknown date and time. It's coming upon the world suddenly, and the world is not going to be ready. So be ready. You be ready at all times, because the time of God's coming is always imminent. It may sound absurd to be 2,000 years away and talking about it's imminent, but it is. The clock has been running down ever since the cross. But you see, we get confused because our calendar is not God's calendar. The psalmist says in the 90th Psalm that one day is to God as 1,000 years. His clock is different, which means Jesus has only been gone 2 days. And God's not in a hurry to make this happen, because God wants everybody saved. But those of us who know him, we should always be ready, because we know it's going to come when people are not ready. God bless you.